Hi everybody, my name is Anthony. I'm from Quebec, Canada, so my English is not my first language, so I will try to do my best to explain today how to start a Stanley steamer CX 1904. So first of all, we need to fill up the water tank. So I did it before the video. So the water tank you access by the rear trunk right here. After it, I have to check out my fuel level. So the tank is under the passenger seat in front, right here. So what I use for carburant, it's a Coleman fuel, because here in Quebec we don't have like some people use hexane, but I don't have it here. So the 1904 CX is a single fuel system, so you have one fuel for the pilot and the burner. So the next step is to fill up my boiler. So I connect my garden hose right here, and I open that valve with the water on. So after it, when it's finished and the boiler is full, I go on the other side and I have like a visible glass for the water level. So I don't know if you can see good, but like the silver parts right here, like under, like the dark is the water. So the water level needs to be approximately 1 inch from the top of the glass. So I remove water before to start the video. So normally when my boiler is full, after it, like the water level is over here. So I open my valve right here and I let the water goes out until I have approximately 1 inch of like space of room right here. So why I did that is to have room for steam in the boiler. By the way, I'm not a steam expert. I study like steam cars since 3 years and I operated with other people who have it, but for me it's new to have like steam car. So I just want to share that with you because since I'm in a steam hobby, it was be really hard for me to see video like that with the people explain you everything, and that will be really helpful if one day you want to acquire a steam car. So my next step after it will be to open my main fuel valve and my fuel pressure retainer. So, and I will pump my pressure bottle level to, normally it is at 0, but before the video I put the pressure to 85 psi. But what normally we did, it's we pump by hand like from 0 to 15 to 20 just to make sure the pump runs good. So how we did that is we use like the hand pump and we pump it by hand. So wait a minute, I will just, so what I do like that, and you pump it. Oh, I will just open it, sorry. So, and you pump until it passes from 0 to 15 to 20. So it's just to make sure the pump works. And after it, you go in front and with your air compressor you put like the balance to 80 to 85 psi in that pressure bottle right here. So you put the pressure from here to end that goes in the light. You will see what is the pressure you need to go at 80 to 90. So next step, I will open my drip valve right here and open my throttle. Always put a wood block in front of the wheel. Sometimes people don't did that at the beginning, but to make sure I don't forget it before to start my burner, I did that right now. Before to go in tour, what you will do, it's you will open like the engine cover, and you will manually oil all the moving parts. Everything is moving, you oil it. I use like Morris oil. It's a pretty good steam oil, and I did it with that. So I oil every moving parts, and I move my car by hand back and forth to make sure the oil goes everywhere. So on both sides of the engine and on the engine cover, you have like a trap like that to access at your engine. So next step is you will preheat your pilot. Here it's your Coleman fuel arrived by here, so you will preheat everything here, like the casting, close to cherry red. You take your time to heat it really well to make sure when you will open the pilot fuel valve, the fuel will come in a, like pass from liquid to I don't know tell it, but no, sorry. So you put you fire your torch in that hole, and you crack the pilot fuel valve just a bit, and the pilot will light it up. So after 10 to 15 minutes to like heat it up, maybe 5, it's important is to bring it like hot and red. Take your time to do that. After it, you will preheat. That will preheat the boiler. So the next step, maybe after 10 to 20 minutes, depend of the outside temperature. Here in Quebec right now, it's like -1 degree this morning, so everything is more cold. So I will take my time to make sure everything is like preheat well. So after maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, I will preheat the same thing, but I will did that the same thing with my torch, and I will heat that parts cherry red, and then when it will be done, this is the main burner. So when it will be done, I will just open my main burner fuel valve, so just a bit, and you will hear the burner start. So now after it, I will wait approximately like 5 to 10 minutes, and the steam pressure will become to up in that quadrant, like from 0 to at 100. What I will do, you will see the steam exit by the drip valve under the engine head. So I will close my throttle, and after it, I will let the steam up. It goes up to approximately 400, and I will be ready to go. So what I will do when I will have 400 psi, I will let my drip valve open. I will move my car back and forth to exit all the water from the steam line, and I will drive probably, I don't know, like 500 feet, and I will close my drip valve. You have the right pedal is the brake, and the left pedal is the reverse. So I will show you later. For the moment, I will preheat my pilot. So what I do right now is I preheat my pilot. And what I need to do during that time is to make sure I keep the pressure at 80. So if that doesn't work, I have to hand pump to keep it around 80. So now the pilot is on. So what I did is after I feed it, I put my torch in the hole, and I just crack a bit my pilot fuel valve, just a bit. So that's light up the pilot. I remove my torch from here, and now I will wait until approximately 15 minutes time the boiler was preheat, the water into the boiler, and during that time I will take care to maintain the pressure at 80 right here. So when the pressure drop, I will just hand pump to keep it at 80. Okay, so now the burner is on. So what I did before, like I preheat my fork and I crack a bit my main burner. So right now, as you can see steam come out from the exhaust. So right now what I do, I just keep my pressure at 80 psi, and I'm waiting until the steam come up. So approximately 7 minutes after the burner is on, we begin to have steam pressure at 100 pounds. So I close my throttle, just down a bit. So everything runs fine. So the water level in the boiler is still really good. So I open my throttle to let go the excess of the water in the superheater. So steam begin. Okay, so now we have good pressure of steam. So let's go for a ride. So I let my drip valve open and I have here my throttle. So when I want to go forward, I just push a bit, throttle in front, like that. So I hear it's just air in my head. So now I will close the drip valve. Boiler spin. Welcome in 1904 in a Stanley CX ride. So now we are approximately like mid-throttle open. So we have, it's a peppy going. Then go fast. So now my water level is good and everything's good. That's it. Okay, so now we are back at home. So what I do before to arrive at home, I close my main burner and I close my pilot valve like 300 feet before I arrive at home, and I have enough pressure to come in my drive lot. After it, when I'm at home, I close my main fuel valve and my pressure retainer. So tomorrow morning I will still have the same pressure here. The rest, when I enter in my driving lot, I always open my drip valve to exit the rest of water can have in the sorry, I forget the name, but I open it. After it, we are ready for the blow off. So what we do, we open the same valve and where we put the water inside, so that will release the pressure of the boiler, because we don't want to sit the car into the garage with like 400 psi of pressure. So we will remove that pressure from the boiler, and the rest, maybe what I don't explain to you is the bypass valve water. When we are on the road, we have that little mirror, and in that mirror we see the water level in the boiler. So when you don't have enough water into the boiler, it's really important you have enough water in the boiler, because you will burn your boiler. So you have to close the water bypass valve So you close it, so the water came from the tank to the boiler. And if you have too much of water, it's the same thing. You open it, so the water will just circulate from the tank to the tank. And you have another hand pump, water hand pump valve, so you can, not valve, sorry, but water hand pump, so you can hand pump your water by here too. So you have two, one manual and one like mechanical. So last thing I do, so I will blow off the car, so I will open that valve. And I will let the pressure down. That's it. Have a good one. Thank you to be with me today for the running of the 1904 Stanley. See you.